It is 11 o'clock. So we'll go ahead and get started. Make your way to child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Open your knees up nice and wide. Sit the hips back towards the heels. You can always put a block or a pillow under there if that provides you some comfort. And walk your hands out. If it's available to you, rest your forehead on the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you could place a block there or stack your hands or maybe even your fists under there. Anything that provides you a little bit of comfort. Relax the shoulders down the back. Pull the belly in so you can sit your hips back a little bit further and then just simply relax. And focus your attention on your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Slow, deep, rich, full breath. With every inhale, notice how your body kind of softens, lengthens, and with every exhale, you relax and soften. This nose breathing is one of the most important parts of our practice. So often people think it's all about movement. It's about the connection to your breath. Your breath will help make the connection to the rest of your body. So if at any point you need a break, please feel free to drop down here to child's pose or flip over on your back. Please remember to respect your body. Do that which feels good to you. Modify if you need to modify. The other form of breath we do is the collective cleansing breath. Let's practice a couple now. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill the lungs the whole way to the top and hold it. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One more time, deep breath in. Hold. Sigh it out. And then gently press your lips back together and return to breathing in and out through the nose. Take your right hand and thread your right hand under your left arm, coming down onto the right shoulder and right temple. You can extend that left arm out nice and long, or you can wrap it around your back. And then slowly return back to child's pose. And take your left hand and thread it under the right. Coming down onto the shoulder, the temple. Maybe extend the right arm out or wrap the back. Take a breath. And return back to child's pose. Let's take one more deep breath in. Sigh it out. And on your next inhale, rise up to tabletop position. Hands are directly under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. We'll start with some cow and cat. So on an inhale, the belly drops, the heart lifts, the gaze goes up for cow pose. As you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin in and press the floor away for cat. Again, inhale, belly drops, heart lift, gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin in and press the floor away for cat. So go ahead and take a few more on your breath cycle. As you inhale, you move to cow. As you exhale, you move to cat. Try to keep your biceps and triceps engaged so those elbows don't flare out to the side. And really articulate through the spine here. One more time in each direction. And then on your next inhale, you'll meet me in tabletop position. Crown of the head is forward, so think nice long spine, belly tight. And on an inhale, the right leg will extend out behind you. Keep your hip square to the mat and begin to point and flex your foot. You may feel free to stay here. If you'd like to go a little deeper, ground the right hand and reach the left arm forward, and let's rotate the wrist and ankle. Take an inhale, lift, and exhale, release it down, tabletop. Belly in, inhale, the left leg extends back. Hip is square and we'll point and flex. If you moved on the other side, ground the left hand, reach the right arm forward. Let's rotate the wrist and ankle. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release. Belly in, back flat. Inhale, the right leg back, left arm reaches forward. Feel free to stay right here, lifting and lengthening, stretching and extending. If you want to go a little deeper, you can reach your hand back and bend your knee. Maybe you get your toes, maybe the ankle. Start to lift the heart as you kick into the hand. Keep your hips level, gaze goes up a little. Take a breath, open your chest. And then slowly re-extend through the arm and leg and return back to tabletop. Inhale, left leg back, right arm extends. Again, feel free to stay here. Grounding the left hand, grounding the shin of the right leg as you extend. If you move though, the arm will sweep back and the knee will bend. Try to get the foot, try to get about the same spot if you can. And then you start to kick. And as you kick, you lift your heart, the sternum goes up and the gaze goes up. Take a breath. And then extend back through the arm and leg and return to tabletop. Tuck your chin to your chest, curl your toes, and lift your hips. Downward facing dog. So start to settle into your dog here. And for everybody, it's a little different, but typically the hands are about shoulder width apart. Palms pressing, fingers spread, the index fingers forward. And your feet are about hips width distance apart. You want to try to get the heels down. Maybe that means bending the knees. Maybe it means bringing the legs in a little closer. And you want to think about dropping the chest towards your shins. Relax your head and engage your triceps so the elbows don't flare out. Pull the belly tight as you lift the sit bones to the ceiling. Take a breath. Now gently bend into your right knee as you press the left heel down. And then switch sides. Bend the left knee, press the right heel down. And let's pedal out the feet here, walking your dog right and left. Really opening up through the back of the legs. And then on your next inhale, lift both heels up as high as you can. And then exhale, drop the heels down. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, lift those heels. Exhale, drop them down. Looking at your hands, walk forward. Bring your feet to meet your hands. I'm going to turn forward here. And keep your feet separated, at least hips width distance, maybe wider. Let your hands hang, bend into your knees, and then we can sway. You can either let the hands hang, you can grab opposite elbows, relax the chin. If your neck feels tight, maybe shake it around. If you're bendy and you want to interlace those hands, bring them behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Try to get the heels of your hands to press together. And then allow them to fall overhead to your comfort. Opening up through the shoulders and the chest, and you're breathing. And then release. Bring your right fingertips to the mat, directly under the nose. Now, if your hand can't reach the mat, you could place a block there, or maybe place the hand on the front of that right leg. Level your hips, and on an inhale, the left arm extends high. Try to stack your shoulders. Pull the belly in, gaze is up, back is flat. Maybe you wrap the hand, take a breath. And the left hand comes down and replaces the right one, or goes in front of the left leg. And then inhale, the right arm extends high. Gaze up, back flat, belly tight. Maybe you wrap. And release both hands to the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, half lift. Hands to the shins, maybe the thighs, not your knees. Flatten your back, pull the belly tight and gaze at the floor. This is your half lift position. Take an inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees if you need to. Hug yourself in. Inhale, half lift. Hands to the shin or thighs. Legs straight, back flat. Exhale, fold. Ground your feet and inhale, rise. The arms will sweep up sideways. The palms press, the heart lifts. And exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Lead with your heart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Sweep those arms up. Little bitty back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Now exhale, plant your hands to the mat and step back to a plank position. High plank. You can drop to the knees if you need to. That's fine. Pull the belly tight. Shoulders over the wrists. Abs are tight. Take an inhale. Shift forward a little. Exhale, lower either halfway. Either stop here or come the whole way down. It's your choice. Uncurl your toes and lift the heart. So if you have back issues, we're just going to do this low cobra right here. Hands stay on the mat, shoulders down. If your back is okay with this, start to extend through the arms. Come onto the tops of the feet for upward facing dog. Now curl your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, lift the right leg. Try to keep your hips square to the mat. A lot of times people rotate out. Try to think about square hips, toes point down, relax the head. Then gaze at your hands and step forward. Right foot to the right thumb. Drag your foot, walk your foot, whatever you need to do. Get that right foot to the right thumb so you have a 90-degree angle in the front knee. The foot is flat and you can see your toes. The back toes can stay curled or uncurled. It's your choice. Bring the hands to the thighs, shoulders over the hips. Feel free to stay here or you can come up. Little low lunge, take a breath. And then bring the hands to the mat. Shift your weight to your right leg and bring your left foot up to meet your right. Fingertips in line with those toes. Bend your knees like you're sitting down into a little stool and lift the arms up for chair pose. Take a breath here. Slowly press the hands to the mat. Step your right foot back to our lunge position. Again, 90-degree angle. Hands can come to the thigh. You can come overhead for the back bend. Hands to the mat. Bring the left foot back to meet the right for plank. And then lift your hips for down dog. Let's do the same thing with the other side leading. Left leg will lift. Keep the hips square, toes point down. Gaze forward, step forward. Left foot, left thumb. Again, drag it, pull it, walk it. 90-degree angle in the front knee. The right knee drops and the hands come to the thighs or overhead for the back bend. You make your choice here on this one. Hands to the mat. Shift the weight to that left leg. Bring the right leg forward. Fingertips stay down as you bend the knees deep and the arms come up for chair pose. The palms are facing each other. The chest is lifted, shoulders down the back, belly in. As you exhale, the hands come down and the left foot steps back for our lunge position. Again, your choice. Hands to the mat. Right foot steps back to meet the left. Plank. Down dog. Take a deep breath in and out. I'm going to add on a little bit here. So the right leg will lift. This time, bend the knee. Maybe try to point the knee to the ceiling as you stack your hips. Now level your hip and bring the right foot to the right thumb again. Low lunge. Hands can stay down to the thigh or overhead. From here, we'll twist. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Try to keep the shoulders over the hips. Inhale, both arms up, take the back bend. Hands to the mat, step forward, left foot meets the right. Now straighten the legs and hug yourself in for a forward fold. Bend the knees, sit the hips back, and inhale, rise for chair. Hands to the mat, right foot steps back, low lunge. Your version of low lunge. Taking our twist, the left arm reaches back, the right arm reaches forward, shoulders over the hips, breathe. Inhale them up, take the back bend. Hands to the mat, left foot back to plank. Down dog. Other side. Left foot lifts. Bend the knee, stack it, breathe. Level the hips, step it forward, left foot, left thumb. Low lunge. Your version. Taking the twist, left hand back, right arm forward, belly in. Maybe you want to bring the right hand to the outside of the leg and use it as a little leverage. Arms up, the back bend. Hands to the mat, step forward. Forward fold, forehead to shin. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose. Hands to the mat. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Twisting to the right, shoulders stacked, gaze at the right hand. Again, feel free to be the left hand to the outside of the right leg if you want a little leverage. Inhale up, back bend. Hands to the mat, right foot steps back to plank pose. Down dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. All right, changing it up a little bit. Inhale, right leg will lift. Hips are square. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Drop the knee down. Bring your hips over the back knee and straighten through the front leg. Come up onto the heel and drop the forehead towards the shin. Now bend the knee a little bit. Press the hip forward, low lunge again. Lift your heart. The arms can come up. Hands to the mat, step forward, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose. Hands to the mat, step the right foot back. Low lunge. Arms can come up. Hands to the mat, shift the hips back a little bit, lengthen the front leg for half split. Come up onto the heel, drop the forehead. Bend the knee again for that low lunge. Keep the fingertips down. And then step the left foot back for plank. Down dog. Same thing other side. Left leg lifts, toes point down. Step it through, low lunge. Fingertips stay down here for a moment. Then straighten the front leg, bringing the hip over the back heel, knee. Extend the leg out, come up onto the heel, drop the forehead for half split. Bend back into the knee, press the hips forward, maybe the arms come up for your low lunge. Hands to the mat, step forward. Forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale to chair pose, lift the belly off the thigh. Hands to the mat, left foot steps back, low lunge. Bring the arms up. Hands down, straighten the leg. Come up onto the heel, half split. Bend into the knee for another low lunge. Keep the fingertips down. And then the right foot comes back to plank. And down dog. Let's go ahead and drop down to child's pose for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Breathing. All right. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop position. I'm going to go sideways for this so that you can see me just a little better. So in tabletop position, take your right foot out to the side. And you want to try to get the right foot flat. Come up onto the knee. Inhale, the arms come up. As you exhale, right hand towards the right foot as the left arm reaches over. Now roll the shoulder back, look up. Feel the stretch along the left side. Coming back up, we'll bring the left hand to the mat. Right hand straight up for now. Get your balance and then lift the arm over and roll the gaze upward. If you would like to, you can lift that right foot. If you would like to, you can bend the knee and reach for the toes. You can get your toes, kick in, re-extend. If the right foot is up, place the right foot down. Feel the stretch. Lift on that outside of the body. And then let's roll forward to plank pose. Bringing that left foot back to meet the right. And then down dog. Dropping back down to your knees for tabletop position. I'll come back to the front again. Bring that left foot out to the side. Get the left foot flat, toes forward if you can. Find your balance, bring the shoulders over the hips. Inhale, the arms come up. As you exhale, the left hand reaches for the left foot and the right arm is up and over. So notice that right shoulder. Do you need to roll it back a little? Can you look up a little more? Breathe. And then bring the arms up. Bring the right hand to the mat. Get your balance. Extend the left arm long overhead. Now that left leg can stay down or it can lift up like you did before. Try to look up. Try to open the heart. Maybe you reached behind you for your toes. Try that if you did. Open that. Kick into the hand. Breathe. Then re-extend. If your leg is up, drop it down, and I really want you to lift on the outside. Feel this stretch. And then we'll roll forward, back to plank, bringing that right foot back to meet the left. Hold plank. Now down dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Slowly come back down to child's pose. Coming up to tabletop. Bring yourself down onto the stomach. Let's do a little back work here. So get comfortable on your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. And the hands right beside your chest. Elbows in nice and close. And your shoulder blades are down the back. I want you to think belly in, nice and tight. And then simply just lift the chest up. Now we're not going real high here, so if you get it in the right spot and you get those shoulder blades nice and down and tight, you should be able to move those hands and be able to hover right here. The tops of the feet are down, the thighs are firm, the belly's engaged, and the crown of the head is forward. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, the arms come to the side. Drop your left ear to the mat as you look to the right. And try to get the ear on the mat, not just the cheek. Now bring your chin back to center. This time, open your feet wide. So they're the width of the mat, the tops of the feet are down, and the hands are going to come by the lower rib cage, elbows in. Now inhale, begin to lift the chest again. Now if you have back issues, don't bring your whole body up. Stay right here. Shoulders down, belly tight, thighs firm. If you can extend a little bit, start to lift the chest, but try to keep the pelvis on the mat. And try to roll the shoulders down the back. The chin is forward, the belly is tight. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Bring your big toes to touch, arms by your side, and look to the left. Try to get that right ear to touch the mat. Now bring your chin back to center, bring your hands to the chest. Slowly bring yourself up to child's pose. Let's get a little extension through the spine here. And then come on up and turn over onto your back. We're going to start with bridge pose. So place your feet flat, heels as close to the hips as you can get them. The arms are by your side, palms down, and kind of tuck your shoulders under to lift your chest a little. And then firm your thighs and lift your hips. If you want to go a little deeper, you can try to reach for your heels. Maybe one day you'll get your heels. Arching the back, rounding the back, get that chin off the chest so you can breathe. Please make sure your feet are flat and your knees are still pointed forward. And then lift up just a little higher. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring yourself down. Bring your knees in and maybe move around here a little bit. Side to side, front to back, whatever feels good to your hips. I'm going to take one more little back bend here. So I want you to extend your legs out. This one's a little different. It's called fish pose. Place your hands underneath your hips and come up onto your forearms. And just let your head hang. You don't have to touch the mat. I really just want your body to extend. The sternum is lifted. You're rounded through the back. Breathe. And then slowly bring yourself back down. And bring the knees in and move them around again. Massaging out that low back. And extend your heels to the ceiling. Arms are by your side. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower the heels. Reach your arms overhead and let's sit up. Try to reach for your toes. Bring the legs around front. Let's do some nice deep stretching here. Extend the right leg out nice and long. And the sole of the left foot anywhere on the inside. Single leg stretch. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Try to reach for the foot, maybe the leg, maybe past your toes, whatever you can do here. Square your shoulders. I want you to take your time. Pull the belly in and start to get a little deeper. And think chest to the knee versus forehead. Versus rounding, think long spine. And make sure that left hip stays down. Both hips are equal. And then slowly come up. We'll switch out our legs, extend that left leg long. Sole of the right foot in, you're sitting up tall. Inhale up. Exhale, we fold. Again, try to mirror what you did on the other side. Reaching forward, dropping the forehead towards the floor, breathing. Slowly come up. Bring the soles of your feet together, making a diamond shape with your legs. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Let's take both legs out, nice and long. Straighten them out, nice and long. Toes point up. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Maybe get the outsides of the feet. Relax the shoulders. Relax the head. And rise up. Cross the feet, crossing the right leg in front of the left. If you like half lotus or full lotus, you can feel free to cross the legs on top. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold. Rising back up, stay here. We're going to take a little twist. Arms come up. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg and the left hand behind you. Lift the chest, start to twist a little. Think flat back, belly in. Try to get that left hand flat on the floor. And then we'll take that other side. Inhale the arms up. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Bring the right hand back, get it flat. Flatten your back or straighten through the back, whatever makes more sense to you here. And begin to twist. And then back to center. Switch the legs that are in front. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Relax the head. Bringing yourself back up. We'll take another side twist. Inhale the arms up. Place your right hand on the mat, lift up with the left arm and over. Breathe. Coming back to center, bring the right hand up, bring the left hand down. Lengthen on the right, lean over to the left. Coming back onto your back. Keep your feet flat and separate them so that one foot is on the edge of each mat. So your feet are as wide as your mat and the knees are pointed upward. You can place your arms at cactus arms or over the head if you would like. Drop both knees to the right as you look to the left. Breathe. If you want a little deeper stretch, pick up the right foot, place it on the outside of the left leg, and let both knees fall back to the right. Returning back to center, reposition your feet so they're on the width of your mat, and then drop both knees to the left as you look to the right. If you took the deeper stretch, the left foot can come onto the outside of the right leg and then let both knees fall to the left again. Returning back to center. Keep your feet flat about 6 inches apart and extend the right leg to the ceiling. Let's reach up, maybe behind the calf muscle or the thigh, and sort of hug the leg in. Point and flex your foot here. Maybe rotate the ankle and reverse it. Flex the foot and hug that leg in the best that you can. And then bend the right knee, bringing the right ankle to meet the left thigh. Lift the left leg up and hug them in. Breathe. Let's place that left foot down, place the right foot down, and extend the left heel to the ceiling. Hands can come up behind the calf or the thigh. Try to mirror what you did on the other side. Hug it in a little and point and flex your foot. Rotate your ankle. Reverse it. Flex the foot and hug it in. Then bend the knee, bringing that left ankle to the outside or onto the right thigh. Lifting the right leg up. Hug the legs in. Breathe. Placing both feet back on the mat. About 6 to 12 inches apart, just simply windshield wiper the knees back and forth, kind of rolling through the hips here a little. And then one last time, bring those knees in and roll out that back, maybe side to side, hip circles. And then extend the heels to the ceiling and the arms are by your side. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower those heels to the mat. When your heels hit the mat, open your feet. Let your toes, knees, and hips open out. Roll the shoulders down the back. Turn the palms to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw and simply allow the body to begin to melt into the mat. Nothing left to do here but breathe. Don't fidget. Just breathe. Shavasana. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. And it is always my honor and privilege to guide your practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.